I am going to open the Crook County Board of County Commissioners meeting on Tuesday, December 9th at 3 o'clock. We are going to be dealing with core services for information technology, geographic information systems, and facilities. And I would put the floor to Will Van Vactor, our county manager, to take over.
Thank you, Commissioner. Again, Will Van Vactor, County Manager for Crook County. We're here for this special meeting to, as Commissioner Hermrich noticed, or indicated, we're here to discuss the core service descriptions for IT, GIS, and facilities. Before I turn it over to James and Blaine to discuss their respective departments, I want to briefly ground us in what we mean by core services and why the work we're doing in all of these special meetings matters. In the public sector, core services are the fundamental and essential functions the government provides to fulfill its mission and serve the community that it governs. These are services that if we didn't provide them, the county would fail to meet statutory obligations, community expectations, or our own mission and strategic goals. When we talk about core services, we are really looking at 4 dimensions: primary functions, critical to mission fulfillment. That is the work that defines the department's purpose. Second, legally mandated or required services, what statutes, rules, and agreements obligate us to provide. 3, essential public goods and services, those that safeguard safety, access, transparency, and public welfare. And 4, operational sustainability, the backbone services that keep county government functioning day to day. Across all departments, core services share some key characteristics. They are centrally aligned with the county's mission and with community needs. They are subject to high public expectation and demand. They are prioritized in both strategic and financial planning, and they form the foundation of public trust and accountability. And you guys have heard spiel similar to that several times over the last month and a half. But again, I'm happy to answer any questions before we turn it over to Blaine to discuss core service description for IT.
Do you have any questions, Commissioner?
Sure don't.
And neither do I. Thank you very much.
All right, well then, I will turn it over to Blaine Cheney, the director of our IT department. He'll be discussing both IT and GIS.
Thank you, County Commissioner Van Vactor. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Blaine Cheney, IT Director here at Crook County. I'm going to walk through 2 departments. The first and foremost is information technology. Of course, we'll follow it up with our GIS team. So the mission from your information technology department is to enhance the department and community services by providing reliable, secure, user-friendly technology, so ensuring efficient and effective service. The purpose behind this is to maintain and secure the county's technology infrastructure, provide hardware, software, technical support to all the departments, manage cybersecurity, and ensure data integrity and regulatory compliance. We do this by supporting GIS. We also help facilitate transparent digital access for residents here in Crook County and lead technology planning, procurement, and the long-term operational strategy. The major areas that we're going to be discussing this afternoon are infrastructure and operations. It ensures the smooth, efficient, and secure operations of Crook County's IT infrastructure, systems, and provides a reliable foundation for county operations. The key activities within the infrastructure and operations is networking and connectivity. It ensures reliable communications and collaborations amongst agencies. Our service desk and incident management team, they quickly restore services to keep our operations running. Infrastructure and asset management optimizes performance, security, and the cost of IT resources. Business continuity, we maintain the service during disruptions and improve resiliency. Also change and release management, so to implement updates, balancing functionality, security, and budget. The impact of our infrastructure and operations is supporting the county's technology infrastructure and operations, ensuring smooth departmental workflows, minimizing the risk of data loss or service interruptions, maximizing the value of technology investments through efficient, secure systems. It aligns with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities of continuing to provide outstanding service to the community, maximizing our current and future resources to maintain financial sustainability, and then fostering a collaborative culture with the organization. Second is our security and privacy. Creates a secure and trustworthy digital environment, protecting Crook County's most valuable digital assets, enabling operations with confidence in an increasingly complex threat landscape. The key activities that we oversee are maintaining data confidentiality, so we ensure information is not disclosed to unauthorized individuals, entities, or processes. We also protect data from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Ensure data integrity. Ensure that the information's been that has not been altered or destroyed in an unauthorized manner. Protect data from unauthorized, accidental, or malicious modification. We assure the availability of data, prevent disruptions to access, and ensure systems and information are readily available for authorized users. Verifiable authentication. We ensure only authorized entities access those systems, applications, or data. And we ensure non-repudiation. Provide verifiable proof that a party performed a specific action or sent a specific message. The impact of this is that we're able to ensure regulatory compliance, proactive threat protection, and the continuity of operations during cyber incidents, reducing legal, financial, and reputational risks. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities by continuing to provide outstanding service to the community. Third is our data and application management core service. We ensure the secure, reliable, and effective use of organizational applications and data to support the organizational priorities and goals. Key activities for us: we procure and manage vendor contracts. We also establish and coordinate services for newly acquired or repurposed, and ensure compliance with safety codes, inspections, and regulatory standards. I think that's going to be James. I might be reading ahead for you there. Impact: we assure cost efficiency through application optimization, reduces application fatigue. We maintain data accessibility during emergencies, and we support cohesive and consistent community messaging. We align through these by continuing to provide outstanding service to community. We maximize the current and future resources to maintain financial stability. Our fourth core service is project and vendor management. We support project success rates, optimizing the resources that we utilize and align projects with strategic priorities and goals. We do this through key activities such as creating repeatable project delivery processes to maximize project investments. We also do this through vendor management by creating cost savings through reduction of redundant applications and services, reducing risk, create stronger relationships, and increase capabilities with our partners. The impact is we assure that projects are strategically aligned, completed on time and within budget. Resources are efficiently allocated, communication and collaboration are effective, and vendor costs are managed. Applications are prioritized based on the organizational value. When we do this, we align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities of continuing to provide outstanding service to the community, maximizing current and future resources to maintain financial sustainability, and we foster a collaborative culture within the organization. The fourth area of core services for the IT department is strategy, governance, and compliance. In doing so, we move beyond the day-to-day operations to ensure technology investments are strategic, risks are managed, and legal and regulatory compliance such as PCI, HIPAA, CGIS, and GDPR are met. Our key activities in this area of focus are strategic priority and goal alignment. We assure that We ensure that IT initiatives, investments, and priorities support and enable the organizational priorities and goals. We optimize our IT investment, facilitates decision-making within the Crook County Technology Group on where budget, personnel, and time is best allocated, ensuring resources are directed towards county priorities and goals. Policy creation and oversight. We ensure IT policies are created, disseminated, updated, and retained for organizational effectiveness and risk management. And last but certainly not least is talent and resource management. We hire, train, and retain organizational contributors to create clear paths for development, coach and mentor high performance and achievement. The impact here is it ensures proactive maintenance, cost-effective repairs, uninterrupted services for residents, and efficient use of resources for timely project completion. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities by continuing to provide outstanding service to the community, maximizing current and future resources to maintain financial sustainability, and foster a collaborative culture within the organization. The key metrics that we measure success within IT: a system uptime of 99.9% of availability for all critical systems. Incident response time for break fixes for high priorities is within 30 minutes. Medium priority is 4 hours. Low priority items is within 8 hours. Help desk ticket resolution time, 80%. We strive for 80% of our tickets to be resolved within 2 business days. IT project completion rate of 90% for IT projects delivered on time and on budget. Security incidents, 0 major security breaches per quarter. And user satisfaction and feedback is 85% or higher satisfaction rate is what we strive for. Our strategic partnerships include the internal Crook County departments, as well as agency interactions, the City of Pineville, Crook County Sheriff's Office. From the funding overview for IT operations, staffing and personnel such as salaries, benefits, contracted help desk, and IT training and certifications, hardware and infrastructure, computers, servers, networking equipment, mobile devices, printers, power backups, facility support, software and licensing such as operating systems, productivity tools, cybersecurity, virtualization, and remote access, cloud services and hosting for backups, disaster recovery, software as a service subscriptions, and domain hosting, cybersecurity and compliance, so network and endpoint security tools, telecommunications such as internet, voice over IP, and cellular services, maintenance and support for hardware and software support contracts, as well as capital projects such as the data center migration and other infrastructure initiatives. With that, I'll open it up to the commissioners for any questions.
Commissioner Barney, do you have any questions? Unmute him or?
I don't have any questions.
Blaine, first of all, you bring a very calm demeanor to something called IT that gives me nervous breakdowns. But the one thing I want to ask you is, so when I first came on as a commissioner, we were kind of changing our entire system, and we were brought forth by our previous that we needed to buy this program and we needed to buy this program. And my knowledge of any of this is very small. So do you feel where we are in our position today that we're in a good position and you like what you see, or is there things that we need to look towards as a change as we go down the road, I guess?
That's a good question. Thank you, Commissioner Heinrich. One of the things that I have strived to do is to deliver on those initiatives. I think the initiatives in and of themselves are sound. You'll see a heavy dose of operational delivery from the IT department. You should expect that. There's a lot of projects that have been queued up that our team is working through to deliver here at the county. One of my main charges here at the county is also to deliver and meet the county where the county is at. And I think that strategy is is built on where the county was directed to go, where the county had direction to be sent. But as I deliver on the major initiatives here, I think part of it is also evaluating this. We've had some change in leadership throughout the department over the years. And as you do that, it's always an opportunity just to reassess. And so those aren't mutually exclusive. I view them as working in conjunction together. I call it changing the oil while we're driving down the road. But I'm confident in the direction that the county is going and pleased to be here.
Thank you, thank you. You,
No,
Commissioner?
just really appreciate all the work you do.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you very much.
Gonna put a different hat on? Or, pardon, we're gonna put a different hat on because
I should have a polygon to snap together
Well, you
here
should have a black cowboy hat and a white cowboy.
in the spirit of it being National Finance Rodeo Week. I appreciate you saying that.
Actually, maybe for the GIS, a straw hat, that's more out kind of the work hat. There we go. Yeah, but we'll adjust to it. We'll imagine it that way.
Thank you. So next I'll speak to the GIS group, or the Geographic Information System side. So still within the technology vertical, but a little bit different scope here. So the mission of our Geographic Information Systems team is to deliver accurate and accessible geographic data that supports informed decisions, efficient county operations, and public transparency. The purpose here is to maintain accurate parcel data, addresses, spatial layers that support property assessment, planning, and emergency response, as well as regulatory compliance while enabling efficient infrastructure and utility management by providing accessible mapping tools for public transparency. First core service is data maintenance and spatial accuracy. To best described, data maintenance and spatial accuracy involve keeping maps and geographic data like parcels, addresses, roads up to date and accurate. Key activities within the GIS team include parcel and land record management. They maintain up-to-date parcel boundaries, ownership, assessment data in coordination with the clerk and assessor's office. Addressing and road center lines. We work with community development to assign and manage official addresses, maintain street center lines, and naming systems. The impact ensures timely and safe emergency response, fair taxation, compliant and coordinated development, efficient project planning with cost savings, and it fosters public confidence through transparent government. Aligning with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities to continue and provide outstanding service to the community, as well as enhancing the quality of life, livability, and safety within Crook County. The second core service is for emergency services. The GIS team provides accurate maps for 911, OEM, or the Office of Emergency Management, first responders, and disaster planning. They aid in fast, effective response, preserving time, property, and lives. Key activities for this group: for public safety and the 911 integration, they provide accurate GIS layers such as address points, emergency service zones, road networks, to local and statewide 911 dispatch. Emergency management, disaster response, support planning and response for natural disasters such as fires, floods, as well as others, with mapping tools for evaluation routes, shelter locations, and damage assessments. The impact of this core services: it ensures rapid and accurate emergency response, precise 911 dispatching, effective disaster planning, and coordinated agency efforts to protect life and property and enhance the overall emergency management. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities to continue providing outstanding service to the community, enhancing the quality of life, livability, and safety here within Crook County. And we continue to develop and implement an organizational and community communication strategy. The next core service under GIS is zoning, survey, land use, water rights, and permitting. We best described by maintaining maps and zoning districts, land use designations, parcel data for zoning, water rights, and permitting. Aid staff and the public in understanding what can be built where, and ensure that permit decisions follow local and state regulations. Key activities can best be described through planning and development, by providing zoning and survey maps, land use classifications and overlays that support permitting, comprehensive planning and code enforcement. Environmental and regulatory compliance shows up in maintaining data on wetlands, watersheds, flood zones, protected areas, and other environmentally sensitive regions to ensure compliance with state and federal environmental laws. The impact it has is it ensures accurate zoning compliance, efficient permitting and development processes, sound planning decisions that reduce legal risk, and greater public clarity and trust in county operations. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities to continue to provide outstanding service in the community, maximize current and future resources to maintain financial sustainability, and enhance the quality of life, livability, and safety in Crook County. The next core service is public access and transparency. Can best be described as we support public access and transparency initiatives, including providing online maps and data that lets residents view property info, zoning, and public services, makes county data accessible by reducing staff workload and improving public trust. Key activities include we maintain an interactive web mapping portal to offer public-facing mapping services for property lookups, zoning inquiries, and infrastructure data. We also maintain open database distribution, which provides downloadable data sets in accordance with state and open data policies. The impact here is it ensures residents are empowered with accessible information, reduces staff workload through self-service, enhances transparency and public trust, and supports informed community decision-making. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities in continuing to provide outstanding service to the community and enhance quality of life, livability, and safety here within Crook County. The next core service, infrastructure and asset management, can best be described as it supports infrastructure and asset management, including mapping roads, utilities, public facilities to track conditions, plan maintenance, and guide improvements. Key activities include utilities, public works, and roads. We support mapping of utility and road infrastructure for city and county services. Capital project support, we aid in site selection, impact analysis, and coordination for county-led construction and development projects. The impact of this is it ensures proactive maintenance, cost-effective repairs, uninterrupted services for residents, and efficient use of resources and timely project completion. We align with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities in continuing to provide outstanding service to the community, maximizing the current and future resources to maintain financial sustainability, enhance the quality of life, livability here within Crook County, and continue to develop and implement a county-wide facility plan. The next core service is population representation and districting. Can best be described as we support population representation and redistricting efforts, including mapping population data, voting precincts and boundaries to ensure fair representation and accurate resource allocation. Key activities in population and demographic mapping. We assist in the accurate population representation, school districting, and voting precinct management. The impact here is that the GIS team helps to ensure fair and equitable voting districts, legal compliance, reliable foundation for planning and resource allocation, and optimized funding through accurate data. Aligning with the Board of Commissioners' goals and priorities to continue to provide outstanding service to the community and enhancing quality of life, livability, and safety in Crook County. The key metrics that the GIS group gauges success: satisfaction with the effectiveness of GIS capabilities, seeking a percentage rating good on our survey, overall user satisfaction with the portfolio of available applications and software functionality. 90% of our web GIS services, which are provided through ArcGIS Enterprise, are reliably available to end users and the community. And then, of course, public use, Crook County public mapping application satisfaction. Strategic partnerships here, internal Crook County departments, as well as agency interactions outside of county departments include City of Prineville, Crook County Sheriff's Office, Crook County Fire and Rescue, Crook County Sheriff's Office, Oregon Department of Emergency Management, and the Ochoco Irrigation District. Funding overview for the GIS team, Geographic Information Systems. Staffing and personnel include salaries, benefits, professional development for GIS staff, software and licensing, ArcGIS Enterprise Online, SQL Server, Eagle View imagery, as well as other essential GIS software. Hardware and infrastructure includes high-performance workstations to service the needs of the community as well as staff, servers, large format printers, storage backup systems, and secure environments. Web hosting and data access to facilitate the GIS web portal, ArcGIS online services, domain hosting, as well as SSL certificates, data acquisition and maintenance. So it would include aerial imagery, parcel updates such as WAR maps, supplemental environmental and transportation data sets. Compliance and legal, we do have ADA compliance for public facing maps and legal review for data sharing agreements. Interdepartmental services, GIS support for departments such as planning, assessor, 911, emergency management, surveying, environmental services, including cost allocations. Strategic initiatives also include special projects such as 911 upgrade, redistricting, and community-driven GIS needs. With that, I'll open it up to the commissioners for questions.
One of the things I saw was the number of people in our community. And do we use the Portland State numbers? We're right now kind of in an argument with Portland State about how many people live here. Do you think there's data available there that can help us? Or
With the, yes, I do. With the most recent exchange with Portland State, our building team actually reached out to GIS and received some data to help support the position we're taking and trying to explain what we believe is accurate in terms of our population. So I do believe GIS is engaged in that, and there's probably more information we can use as we kind of get into that process a little bit more and have more of a detailed conversation with the CEO. I would imagine that GIS would be a resource.
Commissioner Varney, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you. But I would like to say that I'm very pleased with how well the IT department works, and especially pleased with the GIS department. So thank you for all your guys' work.
Thank you. Sure.
And I would like to say how user-friendly I feel the GIS thing is. I probably look on that at least once a week, if not more. So I really appreciate as a member of the public, how easy it is to use. And I thank you for that.
totally agree.
And I also thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, commissioners. I appreciate that. I have a wonderful team around me and wonderful people make the work easy. So I certainly appreciate that, and I will share your feedback. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thank you, County Manager.
And we have another member in the hot seat over here. So Will, can you take over next first, or does James get to start right in with facilities?
James gets to start right in with facilities.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and introduce James Bruce. He is our facilities director. And he is here to talk about the core service description for his department.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Will. Hi, how are you doing? Famous here. Facility core services, our mission, manage and maintain county-owned buildings, landscaping and parking lots to provide safe, functional, cost-efficient spaces for public service delivery. Purpose to ensure safe, functional, and well-maintained county facilities by overseeing daily operations, performing preventative and scheduled maintenance, managing repairs, and supporting all building systems, grounds, and custodial services. First Course Service, facility operations and maintenance. Oversee the daily operations and maintenance of county-owned facilities. Responsible for general building upkeep, preventative and scheduled maintenance, emergency repairs, groundkeeping, custodial services, and the management of mechanical, HVAC, electrical, and safety systems. Activities: perform routine maintenance and emergency maintenance, coordinate janitorial services, ground care, waste management, monitor and manage utilities for cost control, maintenance and update access for and security systems. Impact ensure uninterrupted county operations. Be in line with BOC or Board of Commissioners goals 1 and 4. Number 2, facility planning, asset management, and capital projects. Lead long-range facility planning and asset management, track facility conditions, identify improvement needs, develop asset management plans, and manage capital projects, including renovations, repurposing, new construction. Activities: update and implement the county-wide master facility plan, develop responsive comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Maintenance and asset management programs. Coordinate and oversee building renovations, large maintenance projects, or new construction. Facilitate design, scope, and project management for major capital improvements. Impact align facility operations with county growth and changing service demands. Be aligned with BO's or Board of Commissioners goals number 6. Number 3, vendor contracting and operational support. Manage contracts and vendor relationships. Activities: procure and manage vendor contracts, establish and coordinate services, ensure compliance with safety codes and regulatory standards. Impact is ensuring high quality, cost effective service delivery. Be aligned with Board of Commissioners goal number 2. Number 4, facility administration and allocation and customer service. Administer facility fund, allocate direct and indirect building costs, manage department budget, provide internal customer support to all county departments using facilities. Activities: allocate facility costs through the internal service fees and manage fund balances. Track facility usage by department, gather customer feedback, and measure performances. Support departments. Impact, optimize use county resources, align expenses with services used, and improve satisfaction and transparency for internal customers. Be aligned with Board of Commissioners goal 2 and 6. Key metrics: achieve 55% of facilities rated as good in the facility condition index. Maintain 60% ratio of scheduled to unscheduled maintenance. Ensure 90% of internal customers rate satisfaction with facility services as good or better. Partnerships: internal Crook County departments, external contractors and service providers, local and regional public safety and compliance partners, utilities and infrastructure partners, contractors, vendors, and service providers, community and state level partnership. Last, it's personnel and staffing, utilities and energy, routine maintenance and repairs, and capital improvements. And I'll open it up to questions. Sorry, but quick. Just the basic.
So Commissioner Harney, do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything. Thank you. Thanks, James.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well, I have 3 things.
You
You knew I had to.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to commend you on getting the library sidewalks repaired, acknowledging that and doing that and preventing severe liability for us as the county. And I commend you, James, on always looking out for those things, seeing the things that we walk by every day and don't always mention. Second thing I want to commend you on is your employees. They're always pleasant. They always try to do the best job, even when they hang the pictures too low. I still love them. But they do. You have a very pleasant and good staff, and that is reflected by the leadership. The third thing is Santa was amputated 3 times yesterday. I had to climb in the fountain and try to gather him together. And this morning, the first thing I did was not go to the parking lot. I drove by Santa. He was up and he was waving. And Merry Christmas. I'm very, very happy about Santa. So that's that's not a question, that's just a statement.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate it. My team is a great team. We built a good one here. And there are actually people that love working for the county. They talk about it, they live for it, and it makes my job a lot easier.
Well, thank you, James, very much. Yes, we turn it back to you, Will.
That's me. Well, I want to thank Blaine and James for the work they put into the draft service descriptions and being here this afternoon, for all the great work they do for the county and our community. Also want to thank Brianna for all her work coordinating everything and putting the PowerPoint together and just generally keeping me on track. So thank you. As we wrap up, I just want to briefly preview the next steps in the process. We will continue our departmental review next week on December 19th. We'll take up the clerk, assessor, and road department core service descriptions. I think that will leave us with a few departments to complete in early January. Once all the departments have been completed, the initial reviews have been completed, we'll incorporate any suggested revisions, and we will bring the full countywide set of core services back to the board at a regular board meeting for formal acceptance. That final step will give us a unified foundation for future planning, resource allocation, and communication with the public about what the county is obligated and expected to deliver. With that, I'm happy to answer any final questions.
Commissioner Barney, do you have a final question?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much, Will.
So therefore, do you have one?
No.
Commissioner Crawford, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Bart,
It's, sorry, Brian, I didn't wait for you. It has been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor?
aye. Barney, aye.
Or Rick, aye. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, commissioners.
Okay.